Hello YouTube, this is Chrystal of Chrystal Does, and today Chrystal does Minecraft once again. Now, in the first video, I was killed and killed and killed and killed. However, the last time we played, I actually made some decent progress. I got my shelter made. I got my bed made, which is awfully useful. I got my shelter. Got my pickaxes, I got some coal, I got some pumpkin, I got food. Like, I'm doing a lot better on this gameplay than I was in the first one. So now we're finally gonna go mining. Oops. If I can ever get my chest sorted out. And then, once I get iron, I'm gonna keep all this. Once I get iron, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna make a bucket, and then I'm probably gonna have to make a farm. Because I don't want to starve. But anyway, we're finally off to mine. I've been waiting 2 videos for this. I was gonna start it... Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna start mining in the last video, but in order for me to get, like, really settled, took most of my time, and the first video I made went way over, so I figured I would just kinda end it at a stopping point and kinda, you know, make up for it for that, long first video. Don't ask me why it came this way. I still haven't really explored this map very much. And I tend to like the caves that are around the sandy areas because, in my experience, I mean, don't quote me on this, but I feel like the caves that start near the water have kind of better stuff in them. That's just in my personal experience. I'm actually looking for a cave. It just generally ends better. If I have to, I will just randomly start digging, but I don't generally like to do that anymore. I used to do that, but it just, like I said, it doesn't seem to be as lucrative for me. There's so much coal now. I was looking for it earlier and couldn't find any. But it looks like, because I don't want to spend an entire video just looking for a cave, so I'm probably just going to start digging. I'm going to start pretty low, only because the lower we start, the less we have to dig before we actually find something. So, we have our torches. We don't have many, but you don't need a crafting table to make more, luckily. Always need sticks. More sticks. I have sticks. I usually do a stair-step system. Then I know it's not just a hole. It's something that I actually dug. I'm generally not gonna start mining too incredibly close to the surface. I like to, you know, get down below sea level anyway. Hey, we have iron. Excellent. Oh, we have a good amount of iron. That's even better. So I think what I'm gonna do, now that this has happened, is I'm gonna build my first chamber. And this is something I've kind of adapted watching other YouTubers play Minecraft and kind of seeing what works on their channel as far as actually making an organized mine, because like I used to just kind of run around and kind of randomly dig, and it didn't hurt anything. It was just a lot easier to get lost, and knowing myself, I need no more reason to get lost than what I already have. So I decided to start doing something with a little more organization, basically. Now I'm gonna dig these chambers to a couple of different, like, okay. What I do is I'll dig down. In this case, all I need is iron and coal, so I don't have to go very far. I need a floor. So, I will dig out and find my iron and coal. And eventually, I'm going to need more than that. So, I'm going to start digging down again. And I believe you start finding... Ooh, that's no good. I mean, it's... in a way it's good, but it's not. That is a silverfish. And... he's going to cause problems. They're going to make this very difficult for me. I chose a great place. Alright. But, used to be, they would only spawn near temples. I understand that's not the case anymore, and they spawn in, different, what word am I looking for? They spawn in, like, the plains regions now, so just because you see one doesn't mean you found a temple, which used to be the case. I'm kind of hoping that one of these days I'll run into a temple, because it has happened that way, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it anymore, only because that's not really how it works anymore, unfortunately. Now, another thing I like to do, see how much wood I have. Okay, so let's build that. I already had one. Go me. I was actually prepared. Put that there. Oh my goodness. Put that there. Oh, I don't have a lot of coal yet. So before I start doing any of that, I'm going to start looking for some coal. I really like the diorite for decorating purposes. It's really nice. You may recognize this mining technique from Red Wolf Gamer. I can't speak today. I think it's that sand. That's what did it. But anyways, Red Wolf Gamer played Minecraft, and he said, more iron. That's interesting that I'm finding more iron than coal right now. I mean, usually they're right next to each other. But basically what Red Wolf's strategy is to dig these single square tunnels next to each other. Wow, that's interesting. So that you basically cover twice as much space in half the time. There are other people who do, like my husband, for instance, will cut out, oh, there's water. He will go, he'll make a 10 by 10 square and he'll just dig straight down. And it works. I mean, it does work. But that can be a little risky because when you dig down, you can fall into lava. You really don't cover as much space because you're kind of confined to that 10 by 10 square. That being said, though, there's Cole. I have not seen him yet fail to find diamonds with that strategy, so I'm not going to dog on it too much. Let's see. Alright. So this ought to be fun because I didn't start my stopwatch today, so I have no clue how long I've been recording. Fun times. I guess I'll just go until I get to a stopping point. Let's see. But yeah, I might, my husband, Team Nozar, if you haven't watched the earlier videos, YouTube user Team Nozar, and I will probably be doing some collaborations. I'm not exactly sure of what. I know we were talking about doing some Minecraft collaborations. We're probably going to do Black Ops Zombies. It wouldn't surprise me if we played 7 Days to Die. If you have any other suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. I can't promise I would actually do it, because we don't have a bunch of money to go buy a bunch of new games, but we could certainly try. So I'm going to take this iron, I'm going to make a bucket out of it, and then I'm going to start building up enough to make armor. Then things can get a little more fun, I think. This takes so long. Okay, so the next goal is generally to find diamonds. I'm gonna take these here. That's really cool though that they make different bed colors. That's really nice. Oh, it's dark. Maybe I shouldn't leave yet. I just need some water. Now I won't die whenever I run into lava unexpectedly, which shouldn't theoretically happen too quickly. It would be really nice if we found a cave system. One of the things I do is, whenever I find a cave system, I'll just follow the lava. It'll generally bring you to diamonds. And I'm not really going to flesh out this one too much, I don't think. Because I kind of want to get those diamonds. Get 3 of those. Hey, cool. Start trying to build an enchanting table. That way I can hopefully eventually get efficiency on a diamond pick. That way it doesn't take forever and a day to get obsidian. So yeah. I reiterate, we're doing much better than the first gameplay. I mean, I probably wouldn't have even uploaded that video, but I think it's got some, you know, if you like watching people die, come on. It's not that bad. If not, you know, you got the later videos where I actually accomplish things rather than run around and get killed a lot. I can't promise I'm not gonna get killed again because, I mean, that tends to happen, especially around lava. But hopefully it won't be quite as embarrassing. Coal. Very nice. Okay. So I actually didn't expect that to happen at all. I'm gonna block this up real quick so I know that I've been that way. I'll probably dig more whenever I find myself needing coal again. Yeah, we're not gonna go outside yet. So, one of the things that I read, and I think it's still accurate, is that in order to find diamonds, you go, if you don't find gold first, which usually happens for me, because gold is actually not that hard to find, but diamonds, A, spawn on the same level as gold, B, they spawn 11 squares up from bedrock. So if somehow you do not find the gold, which, like I said, tends to be what I do, you can just dig all the way down, which doesn't take as long as you would think. And then from there, go up 11 levels, and you should eventually find diamonds. Let's see, I have 5 torches left. Time to make more of those. These chambers, I make them periodically, just, they're kind of reference points for me, so I know how far down I am. Sometimes I get lucky and hit a cave system. Not always. Sometimes I get unlucky and I run into a pit of lava. Not always. Let's see. Don't think... I'm not making the chambers too big. But a lot of the time, I might put a chest in here, depending on what I'm mining. If I'm trying to get a bunch of cobblestone for a fortress, or if I'm trying to get, you know, whatever the case may be, I'll put storage along the way. That way, if I get killed, because I'm good at that, at least I'll be able to save some of my stuff. And yes, I see the coal above my head. Let's see. I would really like to get at least to where I'm finding, you know, redstone, lazuli, for enchanting, even though I'm not going to be able to use that anytime soon, I don't think. I'm going to have to look up the specs for an enchanting table again. I know you need a book, and I think you need a couple of diamonds, but I'm not positive. Oh, what is that? I was gonna say, I'm kind of surprised I haven't, like, run into a bunch of creatures in here, especially as aggressively as they were spawning in my first game. But the minute I say that, I'm gonna fall into a cave and I'm gonna get killed. So we'll see. See how fast I find a cave system now. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm doing this, because Enderman spawns if rooms have more than a 2 square ceiling. So just the fact that that went way up there was a little worrisome. The last thing I need is an Enderman fight when I have no armor. Alright, so we might actually be coming to a stopping point. Like I said, I didn't start my stopwatch because I'm awesome. But, I'm running out of torches. I mean, I've got more stuff to make torches, but it just seems like I'm getting to a stopping point, and I don't know why I did that. Granite's good too, for decoration. Oh, I love that. I just love it. I really wish they would fix that. If I'm mining in the opposite direction of a torch, I don't need to be taking my torch off the wall. Really? There's more iron. That's good. Maybe we can follow this somewhere. Whenever I dig down, I die. So I try not to do that. Okay. So that's done. I wonder how far. Let's see. So we're pretty far down, actually. We should be getting close to a cave or something. I'm probably just slipping right through them. I'm not even catching them. We will see. I'll probably end up getting impatient and just start digging straight down. That's a really bad idea, but I'm kind of looking for stuff and I'm impatient. That's probably why I die so much. It would make sense. Still do it though, so can't be that bad, right? Ah, I have one pick left. really do feel like I'm far enough down to be getting different ores. I just haven't found any yet. So I think what I'm gonna do... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. And in the next one, hopefully we'll find some diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.